Hey chosen warriors, I am back with another video and I want to come on to talk about the multiple traps that has been set for us. So I literally just got off work not too long ago and I just thought about the way that the world is set up for us, and I figured out that the world is set up to cause depression and anxiety onto people, y'all. And I figured this out because we just had a hurricane not too long ago in Florida and a lot of places, and most of these people, they have not even gotten the generosity from their jobs or from just the government in itself. Through this natural disaster, people has not had power or water or food in a lot of places, and people that has been in the places that has not been affected, they do not care about these people, y'all. Like, it is thousands of people that has not been found. They are missing. They are dead. Their houses are destroyed. They do not have power or food. And I feel like this government has been so focused on the social media and the social life that they don't care about the real human people that are out here, and the people that are suffering, the people that are working hard to have what they need. And that is causing people to fall sick and for people to not live these long lives as we were promised. People are literally working through natural disasters. People are working through hurricanes, earthquakes, and all just to have money on there, just to have money so that they could provide for their family. And I realize how sick it is and how crazy it is, because I even been feeling this heaviness, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that you can go to work and people don't even ask you, how are you doing? Excuse me. How are you doing early in the morning? But they expect for you to ask everybody else how they're doing and have courtesy. I feel like that is backwards. That is completely backwards. To walk into a building and not get greeted correctly, or not have the proper genuineness there, and the proper support, because I feel like in this day and age we all need support, and support has been very limited, not only in the workplace but also in people's households. There are people who are artists, people who are painters, people who are content creators, people who are writing movies and plays, and their family literally sit there and watch these people work, look at these people work, and do not support them. They do not support them, y'all, and they wait until they blow and then they want to support them. And that's why people have not been very encouraged to continue doing what they're doing, because even in their own households, the people around them has been failing to support them. And this is at a time where it is hard and it's tough in life. And if you see somebody who is doing something positive, you ought to support them and you ought to lift them up and you ought to be proud of them, because people in this world, they don't care about anybody else. They only care about the things that they want to do and what they feel is necessary to get their stuff on the next level. And I say that with a grain of salt, because people will see you working hard, people will see you going through things, and they will still have their hand out to beg from you and to take your last, even when they don't know how much money you have in your bank account. And they don't even care to ask you, how much money do you have, or do you have enough so that I can borrow? Do you have enough? They never ask you or seem to ask you, do you have enough? They just want to take. A lot of these people are takers out here. A lot of the ways that they get their money and get their living and live their life, they live it by taking from other people, okay? They never work for their own things. They always take from the next person. They are natural born takers. They are natural born finessers. They want the next person's victory and the next person's blessings, and they don't want to go out here and work for their own blessings. People want to have their hand out, but they don't know what you go through. And a lot of us go through things by ourselves, not with a team behind us. I know that a lot of people who are by themselves, they don't even have people to call on. Not a friend, not a family member, not a cousin, not a neighbor, not a relative, and it's getting very crucial out here. But people will leave you at your hardest times in life just to come back when you are up, on your high horse and they want to take that ride with you, and it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And that's why you have to be intentional about the things that you want in life, because people will take from you, and then when you don't have nothing to give, they will literally treat you like a bum. They will literally treat you like you're nothing. Like, they will literally come across you and act like you never brought nothing to the table. And they know that you've been bringing stuff to the table. They will literally belittle you and treat you like you are just a bum on the side of the road. And I realized that that's why you don't tell people your business. You don't tell people what you've been through. Because the moment that they get upset with you, the moment that they feel like they're not agreeing with you, the moment that they're not on the same page with you, they're going to laugh in your face, and they're going to throw your falls right at you. They're going to throw it right back at you, even when it's things that don't have anything to do with them or anything to do with the subject or anything to do with the topic. It can be something that's just random and out of the blue. They are going to try to attack you where your demons play. That's why I do not give people that left hand up on me, because people are going to mock and make fun of you when you are moving and progressing. And it's very sick out here. It's very sick. It's very sick that people would rather spend hours and hours on their phones instead of rather talking to somebody about what really matters. People have things that they are warring and fighting against, and they need help. And that's what the problem is. People don't want to help. They want to be selfish and worried about themselves, and not help financially, but help somebody with a conversation, get somebody a hug, lift somebody up. And it's not about breaking the next person down. And I understand that this world is very crucial. People will give you tough love every day. They'll break you down every day to a decimal until you have nothing left to give, and it gets sickening and it gets tiring. It gets tiring of being around people with a negative vibe and a negative spirit and a negative wrath upon them, that everything that they speak is belittling and is deteriorating to your character. So I have separated from those people, and those people don't deserve you. And it's time to be intentional about what we want and what we need, because people will take from you until you have nothing to give, and then they will leave you assed out against the wall, and then you have to turn back to God and ask God to give you. So that's why you have to be very careful of giving out your last, because people will take from you, and then once you need something, they don't want to provide you with anything. They will make you a laughing stock. You will be their laughing stock. You will be their laughing stock. Them and their group is going to laugh and mock you. Imagine how much people have laughed at you behind your back because you've made a mistake or because you've done something wrong. People's true colors come out when you're not able to meet their standards, when you're not able to meet a person's standards. Watch how they treat you and watch how they belittle you. Then they want to compare and contrast you to the next person, as if we don't have our own fingerprints, as if everyone is not made individually. Everyone is not made the same. So you don't compare and contrast people to people in your past or people that's in your present. It doesn't make sense to compare and contrast people when everyone has their own identity. So it gets tiring to have to try to prove yourself with people who, when they've been around people that has been stuck up, people who has not had the chance to grow out of their ways. So it's very sickening to see people being intentionally mean, intentionally evil, intentionally sick, intentionally bullying people, intentionally being selfish, intentionally doing things like that. That's why God is intentionally rafting upon these people. These people have to go out and take. They are not blessed naturally. The blessing doesn't just drop on their lap. They have to go out and they have to go and find a way to make something happen, because God is not blessing them. The world is blessing them. I'm telling you, these people are not getting blessed by the Lord himself. And that's why they are jealous, and that's why they are hateful towards the chosen people, because we don't have to do anything but wake up and praise the Lord, and the blessings are going to come, because God knows a genuine person's heart when he sees it and when he hears it. God knows and he understands where you're coming from. And imagine being in a world when you are left alone. You are left at your hardest times. You are left at your adolescence, when you are growing and you are learning how to be an adult. People will leave you and they will laugh at you when you make mistakes, but they don't understand when you are learning and when you are growing and when you are growing in the Lord, that mistakes are bound to happen. And people who cannot mask up and grow up and level up to their mistakes and own their mistakes, they are the people that make the most. They are the people that are the dirtiest people. They have the most skeletons in their closet. They have not even begun to clean out of their skeletons, but they want to sit here and address yours. That is the sick part of the whole thing. The sick part of the whole thing, they want to come here and attack you when they're not working towards their future and their goals and their promises. They want to attack you, and that's where it gets crucial at. That's where the separation separation begins. So the separation is happening. God is separating the wheat from the tares. He are separating the warriors from the weak ones. He are separating the scammers from the real ones. He are separating the perpetrators from the real people. People are fake and they are phony. They will act like they care about you, but when you need something, when you're laid up in the hospital, they're going to make you their laughing stock. They are going to make fun of you. I'm telling you the truth. I have been laid up in the hospital on several occasions, needing a phone call, and people have not even picked up their phone to wish me well. People have only picked up their phone to push me down even further into the pit, not knowing that I was facing a spiritual attack. When you are facing spiritual attacks, it is not funny. It is not a joke. And people who are funny and laughing at it, they are not mature in the spirit. They are very immature in the spirit. They are children in the spirit. They are their shoe size in the spirit. They are not their real age in the spirit. And it goes to show that people are not mature. They are not mature. They are childish. They are childish. They focus on things of the world, and that's why they're going to be stuck in it. They're not going to be able to come out of it. Their spirits are going to be stuck on this earth because that is where they belong. They don't belong where we are going. Some people don't belong where we are going. That's why they cannot fathom and they cannot vision the heaven that we are having. They cannot vision the relationship that we have with the Lord. They don't have it, baby. It takes somebody else to give it to them. They got to go to church to go get that thing. They got to go to somebody else to go get that thing. They got to go through their wife and their husbands to get that thing. They don't have it naturally. They are fake and they are phony. They are imposters. They are wearing costumes. Some people are wearing costumes out here. They don't know how to act. They don't know how to act when you are being real with them. They don't know how to act when you bring out the real emotion. They don't know how to act when a real one get in front of them, y'all, because they are costumes. They are actors. They are on a stage, and that's why they belong in Hollywood. That's why they belong with these celebrities. They belong with these actors and actresses. They belong there. I'm telling you, they belong there because they are phony, y'all. They are phony, y'all. They don't even call and check up on you, y'all. My birthday came and a person didn't even call and check and wish me happy birthday, but let theirs come. I was there and I was on point. But I understand that not everybody holds you at the standard that you hold them at. See, that's the problem. We hold people too high of a standard. When they holding us on a toilet. We holding them on a pedestal, and they got us on a toilet like we some poop. It's ridiculous and it's disgusting to hold somebody at a standard they don't hold you at. And that's why these relationships are failing and they are falling, because we are giving people marital status when they don't deserve it. They don't deserve your husband or your wife title, because they will never ever be able to carry that title. They will never ever be able to walk in those shoes. They don't treat you as such. They don't respect you as such. They don't care for you as such. Thank you, God. They don't give you that same treatment. Some people just belong in the category they are in. Some people just going to be a hoe to the day they die. Some people just going to be a thought to the day they die. Some people just going to have multiple people attached to them to the day that they die. They are just going to have multiple bodies attached to them to the day that they die. That's just who they are. That's just who they are. You can't change them, baby. You can't change a hoe to a housewife, baby. You can't change them, baby. You can't change people. I'm trying to tell you, you can't change people. That's why when you turn around, you turn your back and you go through their social media and stuff, they got all kind of people in their inboxes and in their DMs, texting and messaging all kinds of people. They are not satisfied. They will never be satisfied. They are missing the love of the Lord Jesus Christ. Some people have been missing that since a child. Since a child, they have been walking in this darkness, and it's sad and it's sick. It's sad and it's sick that you can turn on your TV and they are promoting sex to the children. They are promoting promiscuity to the children. They are giving this stuff to the children, making the children promiscuous, making the children easy, making the children loose. These people got a plan to destroy the next generation. That's why we got to stand up and we got to change this thing. And we got to make sure that people are not destroying our children. They are not planting seeds into our children. These people want to destroy the next generation so bad they don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. And they want to give us these false presidents and these people who don't even see good for us, have a plan for us so that we can see it through. See it through. Some people want to see you work to the day that you die. They don't want to see you with your own business. They love to see you clocking in for the next person. When you go to complaining, they look at you like you got 4 heads, like you ain't supposed to complain, like you ain't supposed to have your own business, like you ain't supposed to walk into your own purpose. It gets sick out here and it gets tiring out here. That's why you don't give people your last. You don't give people all of your energy, because they don't see you for who you are. They don't see the God in you. They don't see the light in you. Some people just see you in the world, baby. They don't don't see you at the end. That's why some people ain't gonna make it to the end. They don't see you at the end. They don't see how God made you at the end in the finished product. They don't see it, baby. So they're not gonna make it to the end with you. At some point, you're gonna have to drop them off. At some point, they're gonna have to get off your bus. At some point, they're gonna have to take them demons with them. At some point, they're not gonna be able to sit in your presence anymore, because you're gonna be stronger and you're gonna be wiser. You're gonna be able to dismiss them. Oh God, you're not gonna need them. Oh God, because God gonna give you everything that you need. God is a God that gives you everything that you need at the right time. What's gonna happen when God replaces that need that they provided you with? You're no longer gonna need them. They're not gonna be needed anymore. They're gonna be easy to dismiss. They're gonna have to walk away. Walk away. They're gonna have to leave you because they're not needed anymore. Once God come in and move, they're not needed anymore. They're what they giving you is not needed, baby. It's not needed, baby. I'm trying to tell you, so don't sell your soul and don't sell your personality and don't fall short and don't take less than what you deserve and don't get this false love from these people who don't even love you, who don't even look out for you, who don't even encourage you and push you to keep going. It's too hard out here to live in a world like that. It's too hard out here to be attached to people like that. These people need cleansing. They need the Lord, and they need to find the Lord immediately, expeditiously, and ASAP, as soon as possible. They need to find the Lord, baby. I'm telling you, they need to find the Lord, and it's getting sick out here. It's getting sick out here, man. Kids in containers and all, and people think it's funny. People think it's a joke. They think it's a joke. They didn't even send up one prayer for these children, but expect their children to be blessed. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. God loves everybody, not just you and your half, not just you and your children, not just you and their children. He loves the whole wide world, so you got to have selflessness. You got to know how to care for everybody, not just you and your seed. It does not work like that. You and your children are not the most important people on the earth, and that's why God is going to make them the needy. That's why God is going to make the last be the first, and the first is going to be the last. Everybody who has somebody, baby, I'm telling you, they're going to have to call on the Lord, because them somebody is not going to come through no more. God is going to make them feel how it feels to need the Lord. Have you ever had nobody to call on, but you had to call on the Lord? See, it gets real when you got to call on the Lord, baby. It gets real. It gets real out here, man. I'm telling you. And people want to sit there and joke. They want to sit there and laugh and belittle you and think it's funny. Think it's not funny when you've been left alone. It's not funny when you've been out on your deathbed. It's not funny when you had to go get your soul back. It's not funny when you had to fight demons. It's not funny when people left you out in this world all cold and alone. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. And people who are joking, they got to get from round, because they are too childish. They are too immature in the spirit. And God is telling me it is time to grow up. It is time to dismiss these people and their demonic altars, their demonic attachments, their lustful and their evil demons. Oh God, it's going to rub off on the next generation. It's going to cause corruption. It's going to cause disruption. It's going to cause anxiety. It's going to cause sickness. It's going to cause fatigue. There will be no rest for the wicked. So I will not join the restless. Not at all. And the wicked is going down. The wicked is going down. The music industry is going down one by one. One by one. And anybody who is supporting them, they are going down right along with them. Anybody who is supporting the occult, in the witchcraft, in the witches, in the warlocks, the witches and the warlocks, in the powers and the principalities in these dark places, they are vexed. They are bewitched. They are bewitched. And that's why after you have sex with people, you feel ill and you feel tired and you are attacked by demons, because they are transferring these spirits through the sex. Through the sex, they are transferring these spirits that they go out and they get when they go clubbing, and when they go out to these places and they don't fix and they don't cover themselves. The demons attach to them and they want to come home and jump on you like it's all good and it's all cool, baby. And it's not. It's not. It's not. It's not cool for you to go out in the world and get all these stuff attached to you. All these demons attached to you and come throw it on me and come throw it on the next person. It don't work like that. Clean yourself and fix yourself up. Get yourself together, because the ticket is, the roll is calling, and God is on a roll call. He is on a roll call, and people are getting older. We are not getting younger. We are not getting younger, and that's the problem. People want to live in their youth. They want to live and be young, like they're missing something. Like they're missing something. There's nothing that you're missing under the sun. It's nothing that you can miss that God can't provide you with. They feel like they're missing They're missing the internet. They're missing something. It's just ridiculous. So the youth have to watch out because the elder is jealous of the youth. They are jealous of the youth and the energy that we carry and the fact that we have 50, 60 more years to live and see this thing out, baby. And they don't have that long, baby. They don't have that long because time is ticking. Time is ticking, baby. So that's why the grandparents are not watching the grandchildren. That's why the grandparents are jealous of their own grandchildren. That's why the mothers are jealous of their own daughters, because they see the youth and the beauty in you. They see that you have a chance. You have more of a chance than they had. And that's where the enviness comes in at. But they don't understand that if you have breath in your body, you still have a chance to change your life and to make it better. But some people just want to sit on their ass and think it's going to come. And it's not going to come like that. You have to go out and you have to go get it. So I refuse to be bewitched, and I refuse to be confused. I refuse to be anxious. I refuse to be belittled. I refuse to take love that I don't deserve. All of my life I've been given love that I had to chase after. I refuse to do that in this season. In this season, I don't give a dang what I have to do. This is not called for. It is not called for to sit here and chase after people that's supposed to love you freely. Love is an action word. It is a word that you show people how you feel about them. Genuine. It is soft. It is not hard. It is not tough. It is not costly. It is not costly. So if it adds confusion, if it adds problem, if it adds a burden, baby, it is not love, baby. It's just a trick from the enemy, baby. It's a trick from the enemy, baby. And the enemy don't love you. The enemy is sent to kill, steal, and destroy. We must remember that in this hour. We must remember that in this hour. So I give you guys blessing. I give you guys courage to keep going. I give you guys courage to fight against the enemy, to stand up against the enemy, to stand up in people's faces and let them know this ain't that in this season, baby. And I'm not going for it in this season. I don't care what you take from me. You gotta be purposeful. You gotta let them know that they can take it back. They can take all of their stuff back, but God is gonna provide you with what you need at the end of the day. At the end of the day. They can threaten you all they want, but it will not happen. And you got to remember that at the end of the day, that we stand strong. We are warriors. We are warriors. We are watchmen on the wall. Even when they left us out, oh God, even when they left us, belittle us, oh God, left us no way out, oh God, you put a way in the map for us, oh God. You made a route. You made a route, oh God.
Man, I forgot what I was going to pick, man. I was going to pick a touchdown.